We touched on it briefly a little while ago. I said we're going to bring that back. We're going to talk about it. The Hubba.
Oh, Clipper.
Hideout story. I'm sorry. The Clipper.
The Clipper story, yeah.
Now.
Wait, which one? Because there's two.
Okay, let's talk about the most recent one.
There's two Clipper stories?
Well, no, there's one that I did the Nollie Heel 5.0, and then there's the one where I had to do everything again in
Let's
2
talk
days.
about that one. The one you had to, you went up there and you had to go back and do everything again.
Yeah. Okay, so during...
Which is insane to me,
that's
by the way. Because you did some fucking insane shit. And to go back and do it again. So tell the story. I'm sorry.
No. I appreciate it. So it was COVID time, and I had to go see my son. I hadn't seen him in a while. And I drove up to Oregon to see him. After I was done, I had told Mike, hey, I'll fly you into SF. The guys are going to drive up. Like
Spanish
my roommates.
Mike.
Yeah, and then my roommates... no, actually, my roommates didn't... No, Mike... All right, sorry, correction. Because there was two to see. So I drove up to see my son. Then Mike drove up with Yosef, Ratliff.
Yeah.
Yo-Yo.
Love Yo-Yo.
The best.
Pedro, NYC Pedro. Tacos, shout out Pedro Tacos. And I don't think Scale. I think it was just them two. Anyway, they drove up. They met me in SF. The first day, we get there, just kind of, I think we were just like kind of getting our legs loose. We go to the Pier 7.
Okay.
The wood's still there, super janky. Like if you get to the nose man on the other side, the wood goes up on one side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with all the grooves.
Yeah.
So I go there. I start like, front shove nose manual nollie flip. And I started messing around with front shove nose manual nollie tray, which is a trick I've always wanted to do. And then I rode away from one, not realizing I was riding away, and I was super hyped.
Okay.
It's like one of those.
Wait, front shove nose me on nollie tray.
Yeah, with
That's
the bird.
good.
With the bird, though.
Ooh.
The bird.
It's a bonus.
Yeah,
the
Wait,
bird.
the bird is it's flying or the scooter?
The bird that's flying.
I know,
So-
but it was a
A
legitimate
flying
question
bird.
to ask these days.
True. So the bird's flying. I landed. I tic-tac a little bit, like just one tic-tac. So I was like, man, I should probably do that again. So I started trying it again, and then it gets harder and harder the more you try it after you land one because you're already excited. You landed it. You got one in the bag. And then I rewatched it again. I'm like, bro, I got to keep that one because the bird literally is in the frame with me flying as I'm like pushing up to it. So it's like very iconic. Right? So like, cool. Do that. Then the next day we go to the Navajo High School, the double set that's under the awning.
Oh, the Marin double set?
Yeah, the one Justin Eldridge hard flips in the commercial, the S commercial.
Like Artos switch trays it.
Yeah. So the idea behind the part was to emulate a time in skateboarding that was dear to me, which was the early 2000s, and skate spots that people skated back then. Also complement tricks that were done there by doing a similar trick or film the trick similar to how their tricks were filmed.
Got you.
So there was like a lot of concepts to the video. Also like it was very double angle based.
Yes.
Because all of the videos back then, including Shane Goes, which is a newer video, has a lot of double angles. So the goal was to mimic that feel.
Okay.
Right?
I'm assuming that you looked at me because we talked about in the experience,
Yes.
and I
We
called
did.
that out.
Yes.
A lot of double angles.
Yes, I listen. I have ears. So clear that up. And then so we go to the double set. I bondo it, sand it. Arto does fakie flip, no push, switch tray. So I did nollie flip, no push, 3 shove. So I get that clip.
Okay.
Super
okay.
hype. Then we go the next. I think one day. Then the next day we go to the downhill Manny pad, the one in Sac.
That's
Oh, the rock one.
you hit me
Okay.
up.
The
So-
rock one.
The Pebble
Yeah.
Tech one.
So yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So
I did
Dubs
that,
does nollie laser flip manual.
Hard. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep,
this
yep,
last
yep,
trick.
yep.
And then Paul does. I think it's Paul does nollie 180 heel switch manual, and then Jeremy does switch tray manual in another video. So I was like, okay, what can I do here? So then I was like, all right, let me do fakie 3 shove switch manual and film it exactly how Dub filmed his nollie laser flip manual. So I get that.
Oh.
And then we end up going to the San Juan rail, which is the 11 rail with the speed bump at the bottom, or used to have a speed bump. That
Okay.
Paul does nollie crook and switch from board and in balloon.
Yep.
And then I ended up doing front shove feeble.
Okay.
Then we go the next day. I think we ended up going to Clipper, and I ended up doing Bear Hill 5.0.
Okay.
Mike's car had a recall, so he had to extend his trip. So we had to the goal was to get everything done before Monday. So we got everything done by Monday. We had to get a new Airbnb in the city, because Mike returned his car. And then we had to wait till Wednesday so that when he got his car back, we can leave.
Okay.
So on Monday, we leave, I think it was Fremont, and we drive into the city. And we stop at the park with the full houses. You know, that whatever, everybody does. Yeah. You know, you do the, oh, let's go here. You haven't been here. Let's take you here.
Tourist.
So, yeah. So we're there. You know, the car's in sight. Got the blanket down. Got the Mary J. Blige banging. We got a couple Trulies. We vibing. We're at the park. I'm like, my rest day, because the next day we were going to go to the Folsom High 11. So I was just like, oh, just chill day or whatever. And we're sitting there, and then Johnny ends up, he's like, oh, I got to go to the store. So he gets my keys, goes to the store, comes back. When he comes back, we're just chilling. Johnny's like walking up to me, but he's like it's a different kind of walk. And I'm like looking at him from far, and he's like, he gets really close. He's like, hey, the window's broken. And I'm like, what do you mean? And then he's like, the window's broken. And when I like look behind him, I see that the window was shattered, the back window or the driver window. And I was like, no. And then Mike overheard it, and Mike ran straight to the car. And I was like, oh, this cannot be good. I already know how Mike's going to come back. I hope that nothing's gone, because all our stuff was in the car because we had to move Airbnbs.
Right.
He was running back, pale white, hyperventilating. It's gone. It's gone. And I'm like, Mike, I need you to calm down. Like, what's gone? He's like, it's gone. Everything is gone. And I'm like, what do you mean everything? And he's like, bro, my chest hurts. He falls on the ground. He's just hyperventilating. And I'm like, Mike, I need you to like breathe deep, get up, tell me like what happened. He's like, they took the backpack with the hard drive. All the footage is gone.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, okay. But in that split second, I was like, I can either do two things. I can get really mad and explode and be as mad as Mike and make things worse, or I can calm the situation and first need to calm him down.
Poor
and
man's
then
gonna have a heart attack.
and then kind of like control the rest of the situation by thinking on the other side of the cup, right? So I'm like, Mike, it's okay, it's just footage, like it's fine. Are the cameras in the car? He's like, yeah, the camera's in the car. I'm like, so it's fine. I'm like, I need you to calm down. I'm like, we go get the window fixed, we'll go get all the things that we need to get, and then we'll just refilm everything. And he was like,
so they took the hard drive?
They took the backpack. The backpack had the laptop, the hard drive, and like battery charger. So they probably saw the laptop and they just took it. Right? And then so he's like, no, we're going to scan the park. So they start scanning the park. I go to the park and I'm just cleaning all the glass, knowing that there's nothing we can do. He's gone. Person's gone.
Yeah.
So clean as much glasses out as I can, get in the car. I call the window people and I'm like, hey, like, I'm from out of town. I need my window fixed. I know it's late, but like, are you guys open? The guy's like, no, we're closed. Call the next guy. Hey, like, same story. The guy's like, oh, it's getting late. And I was like, bro, I'm not from here, and like, I'm staying here the night and I need to get my car fixed. Like, please call drops. And I'm like, bro. So I'm trying to stay as calm as I can. The guy calls me back, and then I was like, hey, and he's like, and then I was like, is there someone you know or anything? He's like, we could do it. Send me your address and we'll be there in 15 minutes. Yeah. So I sent him the address or we'll be there in 25 minutes. So I sent him the address to the new Airbnb. And then I asked Mike what specifically was missing from, like, what was in the bag. So he's like, couple batteries, a battery charger, the hard drive, and the laptop. And I said, all right, cool. We're just going to go to Sammy's and I'll buy whatever you need me to buy so you can calm down. Like, we're going to get everything back.
Right.
And so we go to Sammy's. He's like, all right, we don't need the laptop, but we need a hard drive. We need these batteries and we need a charger. And I was like, fine. We got everything except the charger. And then we go to the Airbnb. The guy meets us there. He's fixing the car. Mike is still freaking out. I get him inside. We're chilling. He's calmed down. He's like, I'm going to go outside. Goes outside. And I'm like, all right, everything's kind of calm. Mike's calm. Everything's calm. Johnny's calm. Johnny's been calm. Johnny's just like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, Johnny.
Yeah.
And then Mike comes back in and he's in the room and he's just like breathing and he's and I'm like, Mike, like, I need you to calm down. Like, everything will be fine. I'm telling you, like, if I did all that stuff, that means I could do it again. I just need you to calm. He's like, bro, it's not that. He's like, I just crashed your car.
What?
Whoa. So I was
what?
So
what do you mean? What?
So I was like, what? I was like that. And then I laughed. Yeah. Like that. I was like, no way. And he's like, yeah, bro, I'm so sorry. I'll pay for everything. I can't believe this is happening. This is insane. And I'm like, you're lying to me right now. And he's like, no, I swear. I was like, I'm gonna look. So I go out there, and the guy done finished the window, and then there was like a big smudge on like my tail light, like the bumper. Like he backed into the telephone pole trying to move my car because someone was trying to park in their right spot because our spot was the other one.
Okay.
And then he's like, bro, I'm so sorry. And I just started laughing. And it starts raining. And I'm just, bro, I'm just like misting, right? The SF mist, but it was actually getting wet out. And I just started laughing. I'm like, bro, this is amazing. Like, this is amazing.
Can't write this. Yeah.
Bro, you
can't
this.
plan this.
And he's still like, no, but, and I'm like, no, Mike, you think I'm going to get that fixed? I'm like, now when I look at my car, I think of you. I'm like, that will make me. I was like, that will make me laugh because it was like bad, but it wasn't bad. It was just like a good smudge where you can't clean it off, but it wasn't dented. It was just like enough,
like a little scrape,
yeah. So I was like, which usually would drive me crazy. I would get it fixed, but I was like, bro, this is too golden. It will remind me that things will be okay. Yeah. And then so we get back in the house. It gets better. We're back in the house.
How could it get better than
well,
this?
not the better, but it gets funnier. And then we get in the house, and then so we're chilling, and Mike's like, all right, cool, everything's calm. Like, Mike's in control. Everything's calm. Okay. Everything's gonna be fine. And then Johnny's like, yo, like, we haven't ate. Are we going to go get food? And then Mike's like, we're not going nowhere. We're sitting in the house. And he's freaking out. And then Johnny's just chilling like, damn, Mike. You're bugging. So I make everyone dinner, and then we eat in the house. And then I told him before we went to sleep, I said, Mike, don't worry. I promise you we're going to get everything back that we can.
Yeah.
I just need you to don't talk about this. No negative talk. We're getting up at 8:30. We're gonna be in the car at 9. We're driving straight to the manual pad, and we're gonna film starting at that spot. So wake up, like on a whistle. Wake up, get in the car at 9. Get to the manual pad.
Year 7.
No, the downhill. We
Oh,
go to SAC
SAC.
first. We get SAC out the way.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Luckily
Missions.
luckily the front shift nose Manny nollie tray was saved because Mike had texted it. Oh, Paul.
Oh.
Hello.
Mandingo was good.
You're on the 9 Club live right now.
What's up, Paul?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're not-
what? You're on the Nine Club?
No, it's not live, but yeah, you're on the 9 Club. What's up?
You on?
Oh, word.
You want to say a
I
little
like
something
it.
to the people or what?
Yeah, man. Just tell the people, man, much love.
You already
Now,
know.
I'll say something to you.
What's up?
How you feel about 8:30 tomorrow?
Whatever you need, bro. I'll show up 7:30 if you need.
I could be there 8:30 sharp. We get it in.
All right, 8:30 it is. Say less.
All right, man. Tell my brethren over there, much love, and tell Kelly thank you for the jump ropes. I've been using it. My calves are sore.
Hell yeah, Paul. No problem. dog.
Love it.
That's tight.
Oh yeah.
All right, see you
Have a
tomorrow.
good one. Good one.
Later, dog.
Oh, yeah, man.
The best.
That's amazing.
Good.
P-Rod.
Yeah, good.
Making an appearance.
The boy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we get to double set. I ended up doing the fakey 3 shove switch Manny better than the first one.
Perfect.
Yeah. Then I was like, oh, let me do the 3 shove nose Manny fisheye to complement the other one because Jeremy did an ollie 180 heel manual fish, or Paul did an ollie 180 heel manual fish, and it looked
Okay.
cool. So I got that. Boom. I got 2 clips.
Oh, boom.
Get to
These are hard tricks, by the way. Shit.
get to the 11. Front shove people the rail faster and better than the first time.
Oh, this day's looking good.
Yep.
Okay.
So are
Then
you're
yeah.
doing it in order of the way that you think you could, like, it's
get
easy?
get everything done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Then we go straight to the Folsom 11.
This is same day?
All the same day. Go to the Folsom 11.
Mission.
Paul does nollie flip and yeah right, and Bebo does nollie heel, and he goes like yeah.
Oh, yeah, the 11. It's like kind of rough.
Yeah,
rough.
rough.
Ground.
Yeah. It's not. It wasn't easy, especially after the day I was having.
Yeah.
Good
And then
Lord.
get there. I'm like, all right, here we go. I do I hit up Miles. I make sure no one's doing these tricks haven't been done, or like I do my due diligence with all the locals to make sure I'm not either trying something someone is trying to get or doing something that people have done that I know of. So I was like, has anybody Vero healed it? He's like, no. So I do the Vero heal. Boom, get that done.
How long does that take you think, the Vero heel?
It took me like, I don't know, I want to say like less than 20 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow. Okay.
Down to 11.
Yeah.
That's a big 11. I
Appreciate it.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we go down. Oh, and prior to getting to after the manual pad, we go to the store and get the other charger.
Oh, okay. Got you. Got the charger.
Yeah, got the charger. So now we're charging batteries. Get to the 11, do that. And then when I ride down the 11, there's like a 7 or 8 stair, like shotgun rail. It's like they cut the kink off. It's a 2-rail.
Oh, I never knew that was there.
So it's at the bottom. It's bonded and everything. And I needed to get a couple clips for this like Tony Hawk Black Plague collab video they were putting out.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, let's just get a couple clips on this. So I get 3 clips on that.
Damn.
So I got the 2 manual tricks, the front shove feeble, the Vero heel, and then 3 tricks on the shotgun.
6 clips so far. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
On a random note, do you? I don't know if you remember this. There was a 4-star ad of Mike Carroll at that school back in the day.
At the Folsom one?
Yeah, he ollies this huge ass gap. It's like a big grass gap, and then it drops, and then it's like you landed like a skinny like walkway.
No.
Someone will pull it up, but
Yeah.
it's super sick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I want to see that. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
So then that's Monday. Then the Navajo double set clip, we just scratched it. We said it's either that or I skate clipper. You know what I'm saying?
What did you do down the double set again?
I did just nollie flip, no push, and then 3 shove.
Okay.
Yeah, not impossible. Don't get it confused. 3 shove. 2 different tricks. Yeah, well, mine's just it's an imposter because it's a 3 shove that wraps like an impossible, but it actually never touches my feet, so I call it an imposter. So when I do it down anything, it's
Imposter.
actually a new trick because no one does it.
I
Like
like
that.
that. You should run with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The imposter.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
Um,
a lot of people.
Wait,
yeah.
so you're going? Is this like the last day you guys were there, or like?
Yeah, because Mike's car's ready on Wednesday.
Okay, so you have to leave. So like, did you put off that the Navajo double set till another day or something?
No, I just scratched it.
Oh,
I said
okay.
it's either that because think about it. This is all in like I want to say 6 days.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the first 3-4 days and then another 3 days.
Yeah.
Like my body at that point, like, bro, like the first time I jumped on Clipper, it wasn't like it was a walk in the park, but it also wasn't like I was there for 5 hours, but still took a big toll on my body.
Sure.
And then, so Tuesday, wake up, go to Clipper, do Very Hill 50 better than the first one.
Wow.
And then we literally just go get Mike's car. They actually finished early, and then we didn't even stay the next night. We left the Airbnb just chilling. We just drove straight back.
Damn.
Wow.
Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding?
So I did everything and then caught a couple extra and then lost one.
From what I heard, what you're saying is you did it better.
Yeah, and
A lot of stuff better.
The first time every time I did a trick, I'm like, if I have the first, or I don't have the first one, I watched the reaction after my first Very Hill 50. I didn't think because it's so round, I didn't think that I actually locked in good to grind. I just locked in a little bit, right? So when I rode away very like in the footage you could see that I'm like not stoked.
you couldn't like feel the grind.
Yeah, but then when I watched the sequence and I watched the clip afterwards,
You
I
grind.
completely was fine.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got a
Interesting.
sequence of the first one.
So the one in the magazine is the first sequence. That's why I have white shoes, and then and the one in the second one the one in the video I have black shoes.
What were you saying about the clip? I think Paul rudely interrupted us, but what'd you say? One clip was saved because you?
Yeah. So Mike had sent the front shove nose Manny nollie trade to Kev Perez.
Okay.
Because Kev helped on the project.
Got you.
And asked Kev like, hey, is this like usable? Like, is it okay? And Kev was like, bro, that was crazy, of course. But it was just me
Okay.
overthinking as because then when I went back and I researched a lot of that stuff, at that time, a lot of people tic-tacked and fell weird and it never was a thing. It's
Sure,
only up
sure.
until recently that people want to be like, like you are perfecting everything.
I love the tic tac. I love
Yeah.
the skid outs. I
Yeah.
love the pivots and
Yeah.
everything. I love the little imperfections.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. At that time though, I was like, fuck, like dude. Damn,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So
Well, you're not
random-
really
yeah.
known as a manual skater, so that's a really hard trick. In
Yeah,
general, so
I
that's super
always.
sick.
It's funny. I always believed in this, and Felix always was hyped that I did this. Is I always try to. And he always told me that you should cover one thing. So my parts will always be rail heavy, but I always have to get like one really good ledge trick and one new manual trick in every part,
Oh, nice.
Okay.
That's dope.
and one stair clip. So at least there's like my parts before that I did like 3 shove nose main nollie flip, and parts before that, you know what I'm saying? There's always like
Yeah.
one.
But what about he said he texted it to Kevin?
Yeah, so Mike was every night he would import, but he would ask me every night. He's like, "Hey, do you want your clip?" And I was like, "Mike, I don't want my clips on my phone. I don't like that. I don't want to have my footage on my phone. I'll get sick of watching it, and then I'll show too many people, or I just don't want it on my phone. Just keep it on a hard drive. Like I'm old school. I just keep it there.
So, but sending the clip, doesn't it degrade the video?
No, because you airdrop it to your phone, full quality, and then I think we transferred it to Kev.
Oh, there we go.
Got you.
So at least we had.
Why did just that one clip?
Because he wanted to ask Kev. Because I said send it to Kev to see if he likes it. And then that's Kev sent it back. His response was like,
Kev's
"No,
gonna say, for the most part, Kevin's gonna be like, yeah, that was tight.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, unless Mike filmed it fucking crazy.
Well, that's the thing too, is you guys are filming a certain way.
Yeah.
Right.
Am I mistaken? Was the footage that was stole, that hard drive, were you guys trying to find that?
Yeah, we tried to find it on Sunday, but it just couldn't. It was gone.
Someone told me that like
I thought you guys were like negotiating with the guy.
Someone was like,
there was, but
like,
I just I don't want to put names out there in case certain people watch this. But yeah, there was like a negotiation in the deal where they were like, this or that for this or that, and I was like,
fuck it.
I was like, bro, I'll just do all that shit again.
That's just some fucking lame fuckboy shit, bro. Real talk. Like,
skaters be setting up skaters, bro.
But at the same time, dude, you just did your shit.
Yeah, that's good. That's dope.
Like,
well, because also too, like, think about it, like the motivation behind all that is like to show Mike, I'm never gonna waste your time. To show Johnny, like, no matter what happens, like you're in control of the situation as much as you want to be, and then to show my peers in skateboarding who hear the story that like just because something small goes wrong or something big goes wrong, it doesn't really give you like the outcome. You can control the outcome if you control your emotions.
Yeah.
No
Absolutely.
You did. You took control. Full control.
God damn it, man. That's a fucking incredible story, bro.
What about Nollie Heel Back 5-0? Is that a whole separate trip?
Yeah. I went there. So the Nollie Hill Back 5-0 first. We drove up. It was during the fires that were in Portland in NorCal. It was fires, the forest fires.
Yeah.
And nobody wanted to go. Like Mike's like, bro, like we shouldn't go. Like it's snowing, like ashes. And I'm like, Mike, I need to get this part done. Like I don't have a choice. I just kept telling Mike, I gave myself a deadline. I don't have a choice. You either rock with me or you don't. I'm gonna go. Like, I'll find, if you can't, someone will. Like, meaning like we'll get someone to do it. And I think he was like, no, I'm down. So we drove up, went back to San Juan because how Paul had nollie crook and then switch from board. So I wanted to do front jump feeble and kickflip crook to kind of like give that like
that was that big rail and sack, right?
Yeah,
the speed bump.
Yeah, and also feel like the kickflip crook is filmed from like the roof straight down, like Paul switch from board. So it's just kind of to complement all the era of skateboarding that I like. So I get to we go. I was like, let's do sack first, and then we'll do clipper. And then he's like, all right. So we get to sack, and I'm trying to kickflip crook, but it's like not high, but it's long. So when you're kickflipping into it, especially a kickflip crook, you're like going out and then you're dropping. So it took me so long, even though I can kickflip crook, it took me so long to actually commit to one that I was like, man. So one time I kickflipped and I bailed and I stepped all the way to flat on my heel. So I bruised my heel and now I know this and the pain's getting worse as I'm trying it. I do the kickflip crook, put my foot straight in ice, try to take care of my foot as much as I can. Even when we went to dude, why am I spacing right now? We went somewhere, and then the next day I put my foot in ice in the morning, and then I still went to Clipper just to see. Damn. And I just couldn't, bro. The pain was so bad. So we had to drive all the. We went to Landy's house, Jeff Landy's house, to go in his pool in his hot tub to try to fix my foot, and then that didn't work, and then I was like, Mike, we had to drive back. I can't put my foot through that much pain because we only have. I counted every weekend, and I had tricks lined up, and then throughout the week I had tricks lined up. So like, Mike, this won't help all these tricks. So I just have to come back for that at the end.
Got you.
And then we went back when I went down with Christiana because she was like, hey, like I want to drive to LA, but I don't want to drive alone, and you need to see your son. So do you want to just meet me here? I'll pick you up, and then we'll drive to SF. Mike can fly in. You can get your trick, and then we'll drive back to LA.
Wow.
And I was like, all right, say less. And then
that's an Ollie Hill back 5-0.
That's my favorite clip probably in the whole part.
Ollie Hill back 5-0? You did it so good,
I know,
dude.
But why is that? Is it what you're feeling, or
it was the moment, right? Because I already had so much stuff, and I was like, I don't need this, but I want this.
Yeah.
Right? And then Appleyard nollie flip back 50'd it. So I need something like it to complement that. So I'm like, okay, I know I could do this, but I nollie heel 50'd it like for the famous video. It's my last trick in the famous video, which is funny. And I'm like, I know I can fight. If I can usually do a flip trick into a 50, like by now you guys should notice that I can do it into a 5-0. Usually I always, if I do front jump 50, I do front jump 5-0. So I was like, I know I can nollie heel 5-0. But once again, it's like fighting that uncomfortable pocket that you have to trust to do a nollie heel into that hubba because of the roundness.
Yeah.
So before I went, like before I dropped in, I was with my homie Rio Batang, and I was like, right here for your dad, because his dad is the man. His dad Freddie from Puerto Rico, he's the completely man. So if I say this for your dad,
He skates the contest too, right?
he skates for Heart Supply Co. and Adidas.
He's super good.
Yeah, he's always with Jagger. Yeah. He's
Okay.
bro, he's amazing. So we were skating together, and I'm like, it's for your dad. And then when I said that and I dropped into the wood, I seriously, my mind went blank. I just thought, I'm just, like my mind literally, I was like, I'm just going to nollie heel 5-0. I didn't even think of anything. And then I nollie heel 5-0. And then when I land, because I've been working on my posture for a very long time. So when I land, I completely squat perfectly down. And then when I stand up, I'm facing the hubba. So the way the clip looks to me, I was like, not only did I do a trick that I wanted to do that I didn't need to do, but I did it in a way that I've been working towards for like the last like 4 years. So that to me, it's like, that's why it's my favorite.
Where is that like button? Right? Is it right here or right here?
Just a little scroll coming down the bottom.
It's
Subscribe.
over to it's on your
It's on my
left.
right? It's on
No,
my
on your
left.
left.
Hey,
Yeah.
hit
Right
that
there.
button right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah, please.
The like button's kind of like in the middle there. It's like we're kind of.
Oh, it's like
there.
right here?
Kind of.
Like
yeah,
right
and
there?
The subscribe's like over to the left.
It's like right over there. All right.